This is the Darren Green Show. Welcome to the Darren Green Show. I'm your host, Darren Green, here to give you another stellar episode of the podcast that never sleep, as I said, period. How you guys been? You already know, before we get into any logistics, before we get into anything, if you're watching this podcast on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and tap the bell to get notified of all of my videos. Be sure to like this video, of course, if you like it. And if you're listening to me on iTunes, Google Play, please hit that subscribe button, give me a rate. Follow me on Spotify. If you listen to me on Spotify, what's up? iHeartRadio, what's up? Radio Public, everywhere. We're hitting all the spots. You get what I'm saying? So wherever you're listening to this podcast from, thanks for coming and listening to what I have to say about these topics, y'all, because these topics are what? Trending. Okay? So, this podcast is brought to you by Retraction. Yes, I feel like, I have to retract some tea that I've spilled last week in pertaining to Cardi B and Nene, but we'll get to that once we get into the hot topics, because I feel like I have to, as my duty as a journalist, I have to retract certain things that I've said, and we'll get into it. So, a little bit of an intro. My family member that is sick, that I said last week, is doing better. She's home and everything is good. So, good. Thank you, God, that nothing had happened. But, this is an issue that it's an ongoing issue that has to be fixed, and we'll get there. Thanks for your concern if you're listening. So, another thing that I was working on, the internship was interesting this week. I actually did another PSA and I was on air again, which I'm glad that I'm doing these, even though they're like 35 seconds to like a minute. I think that this is good that I can keep this and, put it in a portfolio, because I do edit. I write, edit, and I record. You get what I'm saying? So, this is such a amazing thing that I'm doing here at this podcast, because I'm getting experience and experience from places that I would not get at another internship. And I actually, yesterday, I actually uploaded an audio file to Enco, and Enco is a radio processor. Basically, it puts it on the radio. So the fact that I was able to put my own content on radio, that is just like, oh my God. And it's big. I feel like it's just me, I'm a big radio fan. So anything that's concerning that, me being on radio for the first time and me actually being able to put stuff on, and this is good. I mean, if I don't become a host, I can definitely see myself being an engineer or something like that. But, I got to make the money, because I got to get out of here. I need my own place. But yeah, this was fun. This was fun 3 little days. This week in particular, we had fundraisers. If you know radio, they always trying to find donors. They always trying to find people that will send a donation, child. They had people on the calls. Now, there was I had so many people calling me up, putting 100, 200. I'm like, you have an interesting station. For someone to give you $200, I was like, when I was on the phone, I was like, wow, okay, thank you. Yeah. I mean, it get like that when you're on radio, even in podcasting, you know what I'm saying? Even though I couldn't get nobody to get the Cashapp me at least $1, which is in the link in the description below if you want to, help me out, by the way. It's just like, radio is still relevant in this time. People are still putting their money to radio. People are still doing donations. It still can happen. So, in good time, I'll get there as well. I'll get to that point as well. But I'm not asking for nothing. I just want everything, you get what I'm saying? I'm not the type to ask for donations. But, if you want to send me a little donation, you can. It's always in the link in the description below. But, I don't know. I thought it was very interesting. It was eye-opening. I was like, wow. Like, radio is still relevant as it is, like, back in the day. Could you imagine how it was back in the day? People really probably was donating. Yeah. But another thing that I'm working on many projects. My All Love is Love photos, they all came out for Pride. They were good. I took 3 because that's all I was, gonna do. Because that photo shoot day, it was long. I'm like, can I take my pictures and go home, please? But no, I had a really good time, and I want to thank my girl Maxine Antoine for giving me an option. Giving me the opportunity to be a Kardashian for a day and be in a photo shoot and take pictures. And this is the first time I ever took like intimate pictures, which is, out of my comfort zone a little bit, but it was good. I mean, I was very comfortable. The other people that I was taking pictures with, they were very comfortable. That's my whole thing. Like, if you're not comfortable, if you feel uncomfortable, then we don't have to take this picture. But they were very comfortable, and actually, I might be doing some work with the other person that I was taking a picture with, but we'll keep that on a hush hush, just in case. You never know what things happen in the course of a year or whatever. But yeah, they came out great. I loved all the pictures, and shout out to all the editors. I tagged you all in my posts, and the editors and the photographers, and yeah, he did a good job. We really did a good job with this, and I like how she had enough models and enough photos to actually post a picture every day in June, because this is Pride Month, right? I'm like, girl, if you don't put that in a calendar and sell that, like, girl, make an LGBT calendar, because people always making calendars, sell it at Pride or whatever. You could do that, let me tell you. But she said it. She's trying to get it picked up somewhere, and she'll give all the proceeds to the LGBT community, whatever that, wherever it goes to that community, which I think is great. It's something that, yes, a lot of people in the community need support, because there's a lot of people that turn their backs on people. And yeah. Now, anyway, I'm doing a documentary. Well, I don't know yet, because like, I guess I have to go to an interest meeting, and it's like more of a, how you say, a chemistry test that I'm going to this Friday. And so there's this company, or not company, but there's these students from our college that are doing a documentary on like someone's coming out story. So they're trying to put together like a bunch of different coming out stories in spite of Pride Month. And basically, I asked to be a part of it, because I love talking. I love giving my 411 of what's going on. And they said that they just want me to come up this Friday and have like a conversation, just get comfortable with answering certain questions, and, being comfortable with other people that's probably going to be in it as well. So, that's what I'm doing, and we'll just see where it goes from there. Let you know, I'll let you know when it's out, because I'll be like, it's all in the links in the description or wherever you listening to this. Like, go ahead, look at it. I'm just really excited about this. I love documentaries. I love when it's, especially this subject, because, I'm just going to save it for the documentary, but I have an interesting coming out story. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for that. Now, we're almost touching the end of Pride Month after Sunday. This is it. And, I know you guys are really happy about me not talking about it no more. Like, I'm like, oh my God, he talking about it every day this month. I'm like, hell yeah, because we got some shit to talk about. We got some issues. We got some injustices that we need to talk about. We need to touch on. Yes, I'm talking about it. And I was listening to the Teray Show, which love his podcast. I actually went to see him live in an event, Podfest. And I'm mad that New York is not doing that right now. Like, the people that does Podfest, it's like basically where you get to pay to see your favorite podcasters podcast in front of a live audience. And I went to see the Teray Show, and he interviewed DeRay McKesson. And let me just say, that was I even though like he's not like, up there, like, that was like, oh my God, I know you. Like, I know of you. Like, that's my first kind of starstruck moment almost. He took a picture and everything. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, it was his show was good too. I like the conversation, and that's what I kind of want to emulate in my podcast. But it's hard to get. I'm not really a social person, but like I said, I'm going to start doing these interviews soon, but I just got to figure out who I'm going to interview or whatever. But No, I mean, I listened to his show recently yesterday, and I had to share it on Instagram everywhere. It was the one where he interviewed Billy Porter, and Billy Porter was talking about him wearing the dress in Pride. No, not him wearing the dress in at the Oscars, and how he just did not like how the black community like kind of shunned him and said he is the emasculation of black men and stuff like that just because he wore a dress. At the end of the day, I don't think that's true at all, to be honest. And that really pissed me off when that whole, because I already knew like once he did that, I was like, oh man, they gonna say something. They gonna say something, child, because there's always and people don't like to talk about it. There's a lot of homophobia in the black community that people don't want to talk about because they're uncomfortable, or it's like, oh well, that's just how. No, just like y'all like to talk about how there's so much racism in this country, whites versus blacks and stuff like that. But yeah, honey, there's some homophobia in the goddamn black community. And he said that. And I correlated with that interview wholeheartedly. Because the stuff that he was talking about, like, it hurts more when you are cast away by your own people, because it's just like, well, who else? Where the hell can I go? And he said something very interesting. He said, if you can't get that love from your family, your blood relatives, do you got to look somewhere else? I believe that. Let me tell you. And they talked about Pose, and it was such a great. I anticipate that if you're listening to this podcast, please go on his show, the Torre show, and listen to the Billy Porter interview, which it was a good one. It was a good little listen. I listened to the entire show. Now I don't listen to everybody's show. I don't listen to everybody's podcast. Not trying to be like a little hater or whatever, but I just say. But I listened to his entire show. There's only a couple of podcasts that I actually listened to it fully. The B. Scott Show, which that is another podcast that I love. Big fans of theirs, and I would say that very big role model, podcast wise. But yeah, the Torre show I also listen to, and other shows too that I kind of like, I give it a little listen, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was a good episode. I anticipate you watch it. Yeah, Pride about to be over, and I'm taking this trip to NYC Pride this Sunday. Schedule me if you will. You will be left. And I'm calling her today. I'm calling her today at 12. Like, excuse me, you put me in on Saturday. I told you to get me off on the weekend. But no, let me stop badgering about this. Let me stop badgering about this job, child. Now, let's get into these hot topics. I want to talk about the BET Awards in particular. I will say the show had a lot of rave reviews. I mean, a lot of people liked it. A lot of people like Regina Hall as the host. My problem is the looks. And we're going to get into it. Because let me go in the shade room and see if I can find a little pictures. I can never find nothing because, shade room posts 24/7. Okay. Let's see here. See, there's a lot of people I don't know, child. Where the women at? It's Meg Thee Stallion. Let's just start with her. Let's start with Meg. I don't know who was taking them pictures, first of all. Work on your photography, because y'all had people looking ashy as hell. I'm sorry. I'm like, Meg Thee Stallion, did you lotion them knees, child? I'm like, but no, I looked at another picture. It wasn't, she was good. She was moist, but it was just these goddamn pictures. But speaking of Meg Thee Stallion, though, I like the hair. The little 2-piece dress was cute. And I didn't like those shoes. Those shoes, no. She could have did something more like it just looked a little like Gladiator a little bit. It just didn't work with it. For me, it just didn't work with it. They looked too big on her. Like, it needed to be I needed something skin tight. You get what I'm saying? They had to hug her freaking ankles. It was not doing that. Them shits look like it was just, I just didn't. And the dress, I mean, the color was off. Maybe if it was white, it would have been a little bit better, because she was giving me like Dirty Bubble vibes. Yeah, she was. I'm sorry. I gotta be honest. She was giving me Dirty Bubble vibes. I was not feeling it. It looked like rags. She should have just had like just white. You get what I'm saying? But Meg Thee Stallion gonna do what she gonna do, child. She's still a hot girl. You get what I'm saying? Uh, Fantasia, Fantasia. Um, this was what she regularly did. She didn't. It was very basic to me, but I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was okay. The white dress was cool, and then the little top piece that kind of flapped down. It looked like wings, but it was cute. She didn't try to do too much. And the white shoes was perfect. I didn't know she had so much tattoos. I'm like, oh my god, Fantasia, what is going on? Now, who this girl? Oh, Drea. Drea from I'm over here flipping through. I'm like, okay, so Drea from Basketball Wives. Cute little black dress. You can't go wrong with black. I love the leg. And it was cute. Now, Tammy Roman. I don't like how, like, I love the jumpsuit, but it's not fitted. Like, I would have went, like Katy Perry would say, I would have went in for one more fitting. Like, yeah, it needed more fitting. I didn't mess with that. Lala was cute. I love that outfit. Now, this is her. Yeah, now. Denzel Dion was talking about this. He said he don't like the ombre. I don't like the shoes. That's about it. The shoes should have been different, or should have like kind of matched the pants or something. No, maybe not the shoes. The hair was good though. The hair was excellent. I never seen her before because her album covers and single covers, they never really show her face. Don't quote me if I'm wrong, but I only listened to a couple of songs from her. But I never seen her in person. I'm like, take off those glasses. I want to see you. But they said that her performance outfit was better. She had like this black, I want to say patent leather outfit, which yeah, I can definitely see it. Now, the girl, I don't know her name, but she's the dark skinned girl from Star. Oh, sorry, Star. Sorry, that's getting canceled. But she had this fiery dress on. Girl looked like a bed. She's like a bed sheet. I ain't like that. Yara Rashidi, I'm like, god dang, they had long legs. I could not know. Me and my cousin was talking about this the other day. Now, she was oily. Them legs was oily. But no, I just didn't like that whole sweater dress situation. You shouldn't mix a sweater and a dress together, to be honest. It just wasn't that good. The pigtails was cute. She's always rocking a good pigtail. And who else? The girl, I don't know, Swaiti. And me and my cousin was roasting the crap out of Swaiti. I don't know what she thought she was doing with this goddamn pink dress and them gloves that Patrick wore off of SpongeBob. Don't touch me, I'm sterile. Like, head ass. Like, girl, no. And then the ponytail. No. Did you try to give us an Ariana Grande ponytail? That did not work. I'm sorry, Sweet Edie. That is not. That's not cute. The shoes. Her feet look long as hell too. She shouldn't have rocked them shoes. Just pink and then like the light blue. I just didn't like that. Like it didn't match. To me, it just didn't match. Now tell me what you think in the comments. I love Young Miami. She brought her child, her man. I don't know her man. I was about to say the baby, but that is not the baby. Anyway, yeah, she looked great. I love her outfit. I love the little bun, the little messy bun. She kind of favors Young Bree, the girl, the chicken noodle soup girl. But it's cute. Lil Kim. Lil Kim. Oh my god, now I know what Denzel Dion is talking about with this basketball freaking Chanel purse. That shit, no. That's like how do you open that? Like what? Okay, well, okay. No. The dress was horrible. Like, why your dress got a collar? Like, if you watch season 12 of Bad Girls Club, you know what I'm talking about with that reference. But no, this was not cute. This looked like hard. This just abstract freaking. Ugh, it just did not look good. The shoes wasn't cute. I don't know why you wore black shoes with that outfit. At least try to kind of match the dress a little bit, but I guess you're trying to match the person hair. Messy buns. It looked a little lopsided. Nikki's was better. And before y'all little Kim fans sit there and try to sit there and be like, oh my God, Nicki went on the Jimmy Fallon with the same hair Kim got on at the BET Awards. I'm like, girl, sit down. Who rocked it better? It's no longer who wore it first. It's who rocked it better now. The baby always coming out with the fits. Okay, I enjoyed his outfit that he wore. You know, it's very basic, man. You know, just with the suit jacket and no shirt on, child. If you got the body, you better flaunt it. Shoot, I ain't lying. I ain't gonna. LMA. And then what? She got on open-toed shoes? Are them sandals? Like, no. If you're gonna do a suit, get the shoe. Like, no. I don't like how the pants was high-waisted either. I'm like, grandpa. Like, no. Anyway, Sierra's was okay. I mean, the red. You can't go wrong with red. What's his name? Blueface. Oh, he had the Fendi prints on. Oh, Blueface had the. I love Fendi. So anytime I see Fendi, and I'm not all about the name or whatever, but I love Fendi. I love the symbol that's like all over the clothing. Just the Fendi prints on. Like that was. I don't like these shoes though. Them shits look like spiked Pumas. Girl, if you seen Blueface, you know what I'm talking about. Zoom in on them shoes. I'm just like, you look like you got them things out of Ross. I seen shoes like that out of Ross. Okay. But the Fendi prints on the Fendi suit was cute. I love the big chain. You know how rappers do it. Now, Lil Nas, when we gonna get off it? When we gonna get off this cowboy stuff? I mean, is that really what you want to do? Because I mean, the outfit. A lot of people he got a lot of rave reviews. He showed up with Ray Cyrus. He had on this blue suit thing. It was cowboy and no shirt on and the hat. Yeah. Okay. Now, Cash Doll came in red too. She was cute. Yeah, you can't go wrong with red. She was giving me very, what's her name? What is that girl? It's Jessica Rabbit. She was giving me very Jessica Rabbit. And that's pretty much the who's who. I don't think Cardi was on red carpet this year. She must have been late. Or I guess she was starting the show, so. But I'm pretty sure she probably would have been the best dressed, to be honest. Because Cardi does have good fashion. Like, her team will get her together. Now, let's talk about the performances. I feel like we dragged the whole outfits. You know, I got to talk about the outfits because I love reading people. Now, the BET winners were all the same. Whatever Bruno Mars, Kendrick Lamar, they gave Cardi a lot. Yeah, it's in the third. I mean, it's whatever. I didn't care about the awards. I didn't watch it. This is a highlight. So I was just looking in on what the blog was talking about and everything. I did not, like I said, I was not watching this show. Y'all wasn't getting none of my ratings. Now, my thing is, for people, you know, for the winners and stuff like that, why can't we vote? Because you ain't nobody. Y'all ain't no Oscars. Y'all ain't no Grammys. Y'all ain't got no panel of people that should be decided who winning awards. No, the VMAs. You can vote for the VMAs, and y'all ain't better than them. I don't see why we can't vote. Because y'all know the right people will win. Let's be honest. But whatever, it's whatever. Let's talk about the performances. Lizzo's performance was dope. I love her energy, her stage presence, and I love that flute. That flute, oh my God. I wish she would have performed Juice, but I think that's an older song, so I guess this one, you know, everybody liked this song. Why, baby, you gotta be great. It's a good one. That's a good little bop. Like, I listened to it, but I wish she would have did Juice, because I listen to that every day, like literally every day. Her performance was dope. The baby's performance is cool too. He's a comedian on stage, just like he is a comedian in the music video with them broad shoulder things that he be wearing. I'm like, yo. But it was pretty good. Now, he's a new artist, right? He's a new artist. Remember that. I don't know why, because I'm about to say this, like Young Miami, I didn't know why she didn't get like a longer performance. Act Up was literally the anthem of the year. Period. And the baby had a whole time to perform, and then they just switched over to the other guy that was performing Close Friends or whatever. But I'm like, Do the whole performance. Like, we wanted to look, and I wanted a little bit more too from Act Up because she was just standing there. I just wanted a performance. I don't know. Maybe she would have if she would have went longer, it probably would have been better or whatever. Now, Cardi B and Offset opened up the show, and I guess that's why that probably wasn't on red carpet, but it was a good one. I will say it was a good performance. I loved how they had like the diversity in the dancers. There were male dancers and there was female dancers, and the male dancers kind of like came in with Offset as they did like they little. I was like, what? Okay, that's taboo, child, because there's always with rappers. There's always just female dancers shaking their behind, doing whatever. But this one actually had this performance did have purpose. It had a lot of stage presence. I love like, they did Clout first, and Cardi was all on Offset, and it was just like a moment, and everybody was dancing. It was good. And Cardi can dance. She can. She's learning shit. Her choreographer, let me tell you, getting her together. Now, when she did Press, that was a good one too. Which she was really with the moves. I was like, yes, you really did that. Now, speaking of Cardi, I guess rather, she came out with her Press video, and I would say the looks were sickening. My favorite look in particular was her white outfit, where she had like the white eyebrows and white hair or whatever. That gave me very Lady Gaga vibes. And I don't know if I heard this somewhere on the radio, but they said that it was Lady Gaga inspired. So I think that's the first thing I thought when I seen it. I'm not trying to say she copied off of Lady Gaga. It was definitely homage. And she definitely is a fan of Gaga, which I thought, oh my God, they need to work together. They need to do a song. So yeah, I mean, it gave me very Gaga vibes, and I like that. And the message that she told in her press video, y'all want to sit there and put me in your press. Y'all want me to go to jail. The judge is coming for me. People in blogs coming for me. And this is the type of Cardi that I like, when she puts all of the aggression and all of the people that saying crap, talking crap about her, they put it in your music. Okay, when you get into your gig, you can never lose. You can never be upset. You just put. Let me tell you something. It's better than you getting on live, talking your mess and not getting paid for it. You getting paid for it with this, because we listen to this. I like Press. That's my song. I ain't gonna lie. I be listening to that every day. She did it. And the nude scene when she was in, I was like, what, well, all right. Okay. With the, she must have had some kind of nude pasty on, or maybe it was just blurted out, but like, that was interesting. I loved that video. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Like I said, I separate the music from the person. Her personality ain't there, that I feel like it's not there, but her music is dope. And like I said, if you get into your gig and don't worry about what people are saying and just keep it going, because at the end of the day, we gonna still talk about you no matter what. Once you get into your gig, girl, we're irrelevant. We are irrelevant, okay? Now, let's talk about some things. Let's talk about the never-ending story of the Jussie Smollett attack. We got to get into it because, well, more evidence was leaked from yours truly, Chicago PD. Chicago police have released their investigation files and over 70 hours of video related to the Jussie Smollett hate crime hoax, they're calling it. In the footage, you see police arriving at Jussie's home, where he still has the rope around his neck 40 minutes after the alleged attack went down. In another clip, you see the brothers in the taxi before arriving at the scene of the alleged attack, and you also see them run too. And there was another footage from a store. You can see them running, so you know that it happened. They were wearing hoodies, and one of them is clearly wearing a ski mask as they get out the car at 1 a.m., and the alleged attack was 2 a.m. So the timeline is correct, okay? Among the video clips released in Chicago police arriving at the actor's apartment, responding to the 911 call, Jussie's manager report that the star had been a victim of a racial and homophobic attack on the street inside the apartment. Now, the video, which was blurred by Chicago police, shows Jussie Smollett with a rope loosely strung around his neck, which the police tells him if he wants to take it off. And then he informed the police to take the camera off, turn the camera off. And the actor asked, yeah, well, I don't want to be recorded. Now, after seeing the footage the first time, the only thing that was racing through my mind was, boy, if you don't get that stage rope off your goddamn neck, that's a noose. That'll like some rope. That'll like some frail rope, child. If you try to get hanged by that shit will break. That's the noose. I'm thinking, what I was, because what I was thinking when I heard noose. Like, I was thinking of the old Southern, the big old thick rope with you get what I'm saying? That looked like, girl, some rope they probably got at that store they allegedly went to, the brothers went to, before they arrived at the scene. I don't know. No, I'm not. And, however, even though this footage came out, I mean, we already knew that he kept the noose on 40 minutes after the attack, and it just was weird. That was just a weird ass thing. Like, why would you keep that on? Of course, yeah, keep it for evidence, but keep it on your neck seems a little dramatic. However, the videos really isn't incriminating. I would say the only thing that's incriminating is the brothers running up, because when you seen that in that store surveillance, it was running somewhere. Why you running? So obviously it has something to do with that situation. I still believe that this is a hoax, but I feel like that one video when they was in the apartment and they prophesized that video the most. I'm like, it's not really incriminating. Basically everything that was said happened, of course, yes, but we already knew that. He kept the rope on, and then they asked him to stop being recorded. Now, if y'all saying that, he asked to stop being recording, that, you asked the police to stop recording, maybe he's hiding something or something like that. No, if you in my house, take that off. I don't want y'all recording what I got in my house. I don't want the public to see that. So, yeah, I'll be the same way. And also, more evidence has been released by Chicago police to the investigation into Jussie Smollett's alleged crime hoax. It has been revealed that he got real friendly with the brothers accusing of carrying out the fake attack at his request. Now, there was text messages that was between him and some boy, and one of the brothers to be talking about you want a massage or whatever. Now, I don't know how true this is. The blogs be talking. I don't know how true this is or how this has anything to do with the situation at hand. But, obviously y'all was friendly or whatever, but didn't the dude say that they were straight? That was my thing. I don't know. Like I said, this is a never-ending story of this Jussie Smollett situation. I just hope that it just ends, because this is really like, it's above me now. That's what a lot of people were saying in the comments too when this came out. I was like, it's above me now. Like, I can't. I cannot. Y'all need to either sit there and prosecute his ass or freaking let it go. Because at the end of the day, like, y'all still was getting paid. Y'all would have sit there and said, oh my God, we could have been, y'all wasted taxpayers' time. Them police officers still got paid. Whether if it was a hoax or real. But they just basically showed the footage just to tell us that it's a hoax. We already knew it. We know it's a hoax. I mean, you think that's going to help you win or try to get him prosecuted? Hasn't done nothing yet, but, let me not say that, because something could happen next week and I'll have to end up talking about it again. But, yeah, whatever. Now, anyway, like I said, talking about retraction. Oh, I forgot to talk about Cardi. Her retraction, she says that the whole situation with her getting 14 counts of misdemeanor or whatever you want to call it, the court thing that I talked about last week. She said that's all fake. Now, I got that from a blog, so a verified blog, TMZ. Yeah, so that's their fault if it's fake, but whatever. Now, Nene went on the radio a couple days ago to talk about her situation with this up-and-coming season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And she said that there's no suspension. I'm not doing a spinoff, but we are going to be doing starting the show a little differently, whatever that means. Now, there was, like I said last week, there was people talking in the blogs, verified blogs, that said that Nene will be taking a break the first season of the show, and then she'll come in later because of the situation that happened at the house with the closet situation. Now Nene said that that's not true, and also Andy Cohen came out and was like, "Well, no, she's not suspended, but I don't like to talk about seasons that we're working on, up and coming seasons." I believe you talked about certain seasons before they aired. But, I'll give you this pass, Andy Cohen. Everybody's saying, "Oh, no, we're doing things differently." Or, "Yeah, well, I don't nobody want to talk about the situation." What's going on? What do you mean, Nene, that it's going to start differently? I guess we got to wait till November to find that out. I don't know. But tell me what you think in the comments, or from whatever you're listening to this at, email me. Please do. Y'all don't never hit my emails up. I don't know what's going on. Thought we had a good relationship. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this a little bit. So Willow Smith says she's open to being in a polygamous relationship, personally male and female. Willow Smith said she could see herself in a polygamous relationship, preferring with one man and one woman. She revealed this on an episode of the Jada Pinkett Smith's Red Table Talk. This topic kind of buzzed around on social media. A lot of people was reposting it and saying how their views on it. I know I have a friend that would be into it. Like she's like, I can definitely see myself into it. But I'm like, different strokes for different folks. Different strokes for different folks. It's not my thing. I'm an only child, and I can't share anything. And especially not no human being with another person. So yeah, I feel like if that's what she wants to do, I think people like the idea of it, but when they actually get into it, I feel like that's when it starts to get, because what if y'all in a relationship, it's three of y'all, and that one person, favors the other person than you. See, I couldn't deal with that, because I'm like, 100% on me. You get what I'm saying? I don't do that 50-50. and obviously, when you're when you're talking about hanging out with three friends, when me and my cousins used to hang out, my cousins, it was the three of us. It always was issues because there was two cousins that favored each other, and then there was the one that was casted out sometimes, and this, that, and the third. So. Yeah, even in friendships, like three people is not good. That's one thing that my mom told me. It was like, when it's two people is fine. Three people, that's when y'all gonna have some problems, because everybody got their own emotions and their situations. I'm not dogging nobody's, that's an orientation as well, polygamy. And I wouldn't want nobody to drown mine, you get what I'm saying, or say some bad stuff about mine. So I guess, it's different strokes for different folks. And that's all I'm gonna say about that, but I did want to talk about it. Now, that's it for this show. I don't know how long this will be, but hopefully it's over 40 minutes, because I don't like having short podcasts. I feel like I'm not doing my job or something like that, but whatever. Like I said, I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. I won't be recording a pre-show on Sunday, because obviously I'll be in NYC Pride, and don't nobody got time for that to be doing that during the first part of the week, because I'm working on the next episode. So you'll get next Friday is basically when you'll see me again. And I'll tell you all that happened in Pride and what conspired and all those good things as we conclude this month. Until next time, I'm your host, Darren Green, and this is the Darren Green Show, signing out.